Okay, yeah. So today we're going to be talking about how you look when you shoot an event, how you dress to your wedding events, to all sorts of events that you go to. So I need to let you know that when I started, well, don't forget, in the studio with Amine are my own experiences, right? The way things happened that occurred for me that I learned from. Okay. And I'm sharing with you guys because I feel like it will help you. Okay, so growing up, I didn't really think I needed to gadge up. When I say gadge up, like look super dapper just to any event because I was working. I just wanted to show up and do my thing. But because you're also attending an event where people come on looking all posh and packed and soft, they tend to want to look down on you. We're in a society where people address you based on how you are dressed. They say, look how you want to dress, how you want to be addressed. So it's really important you dress for the event. Dress like a guest, really. Comfortable, but be in the event. Accord yourself some respect because nobody's going to actually give it to you. All right. I know sometimes people will say, it doesn't matter, just do your work. Hey, it's really important for different reasons. One, for respect, and because you're in an environment where people people can connect. You're also not just there to work, you're also there to network. It is important to look the part, look like somebody that other people want to relate to. All right, so you don't know who's going to take your contact or who's going to want you to be at their next event because of the kind of people they associate with as well. Okay, so how you look to your wedding events, to your events generally, speaks volume. It speaks volume. Aside from knowing your skills, represent as in represent to the core. When you get to the event, until you bring out your camera, let them be saying, sir, welcome. Can we take you to your table? Until you now say, oh no, I'm actually the event photographer. So I've gotten a lot of other gigs shooting other people's events just because of how I looked to a particular event. People just, oh, I like how you look. I love your suit. I'm sure I'm going to put up some of the pictures of myself on at events while I was working back in the day. I'll just dig out some of them in my archives. All right. And then number 2 reason why you should never go to an event looking shabby. I don't know, but I am pained when I'm not served jollof at weddings. I don't know about you. It might be just for your own personal reasons. Me, I can cry. And you know how these vendors are. Once you look like you're another vendor. Back in the day, now the vendors are a lot more posh and respectable. Back in my own time, they believe that you are hustling. So, okay, go and sit down. Let's have people that are, especially when it's not a properly organized wedding. You might not eat too. So don't play with your jollof. This one it can pain you. Party jollof is different from house jollof. So dress for your jollof, at least if not for anything. They will not be chasing you away when it's time to eat. One more thing I would like to add before we round up this episode is be very cautious. All right. So whenever, as an event photographer, you're going to meet a lot of people, and I don't mean just your clients. I mean people are going to be at the events. Probably if it's for a wedding, if it's at a wedding for instance, you're going to meet makeup artists, hairstylists, assistants of different people, and when you come into the room, be as cautious as you can be. Be polite, greet, say good morning. When you look good and then you talk good and sound good, people accord you a certain level of respect. People want to be associated with good manners. All right, so it's really important that you put that in your CV, in your curriculum vitae, that you are a very polite person, and then do it as much as you can so it doesn't look like you're forcing it. So generally be a polite person, right? So greet. I tell you, I'll give you an example. There was a wedding I shot some time back, and the makeup artist in the room was really thrilled. She only told me this when I was shooting her wedding, that the reason she chased after me to shoot her wedding was because of how I came into the room and I was very polite. I greeted everyone, introduced my crew, and then asked for their names, just to create a more relaxed environment, and the relationship became something else. And then the pictures, the bride, the makeup artist, the whole room was charged with positive energy, just because I was very polite. All right, so learn to be cautious, treat people right. Don't come to events and be full of yourself, like because you are done that of photography. Humble yourself. All right, I hope this helps. I hope these little tiny tips helped you a great deal. All right, don't forget to like, comment, and share the link to this podcast, to this YouTube channel as well. So follow and please subscribe. Okay, it's really important to us. All right, we appreciate you. Thanks and have a great week.